13,745 pounds. The big, trusty, reliable 427 open range 3X bunkhouse here at Highland RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This has been a staple of our lineup for many seasons now. If you'd like to see if we have one in stock and available, it's very simple. Visit the link in our video description here on YouTube that says check for pricing and availability, or call our team. We've got living, breathing human beings that do pick up the phone and answer questions, guys. If you review our site, though, what you can see from the comfort of your home is if we have one of these in stock, how it is equipped and what we are asking for it, with clearly published pricing, and we do not engage in the process of hidden dealer fees. We just don't do that. So there's a lot to cover on this one. I'm going to have to move quickly. We've got an outside grill connect station here with a little propane quick connect below. You can see the double magnet latches with the double slam latches so that a little bit of wind isn't going to whip that down and crash it on your head. We've got a very generous storage space here. Now, interestingly, this is actually just as big as anything you could hope for, but the door isn't quite as big because they actually put a little bit of a lip right here, and they do that so that cargo shift doesn't cause stuff to fall out when you open the door. Now, we do have TV hookups here up in this little area where it is potentially easy to miss them, but if you want to run those cables down and through the skirt, you can do so with that little access port right there. Now, you're looking at this going, are you serious? This giant, what you're gonna try to pitch to me as a luxury fifth wheel, has 20-pound tanks? And the answer is yeah, but it has more than two of them. It has a triple 20-pound system as opposed to 30s. The reason being, you can exchange those anywhere, anytime, on a Sunday, at a gas station, when you're grilling, when you're cooking, when you're heating your RV, whatever. And apparently I was using the force to manipulate that baggage door over there. Anyway, didn't know I was a Jedi, did you? The point is, they're lighter weight, they're easier to manipulate. Now, this is a 102-inch wide body coach with an exceptionally deep 42-inch main slide. That means that this is about 8 inches wider than a standard big fifth wheel. So to keep it from getting topsy-turvy, they put these strong arm stabilizer jack legs on here with just a little quarter turn of those T-handles. You can lock this thing down, and there's no fifth wheel kingpin required for like seasonal type sites, people that like to use those. Now, large front storage capacity here, and you'll notice it's actually pre-wired for 2 battery setups. Now at Highland RV, when you take home a new RV, we equip our RVs with as many batteries as is appropriate for that unit. So our pricing actually includes dual batteries on this big open range 3X here at Highland's. Now, we've got floor plans like this in the Jayco North Point. We've got floor plans like this in the Montana. Those would be called the 375 BHFS and the 362 RD accordingly. And they're all cool in their own right. They're all great in different ways. So why this one? Why the 3X versus the Montana or the Jayco? That's what I want to focus on in this video, where it's exceptional. So again, that wider body is something that you don't tend to find a lot in this floor plan. This also has, well, I mean, just flat out, I can say this, it has the heaviest insulation package of anything I've ever seen. That is one of the best parts of open range RVs by Highland Ridge here at Highland RV. Any manufacturer, they can advertise these absolute lies. R52 ceilings. It's an absolute lie. It's not true. That is not how you calculate R values. But R values don't matter. Performance is what matters, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Highland Ridge actually cold chambers and hot chambers and tests every single one of their units. And in 0-degree testing, they put this thing in a 0-degree tested chamber with the slides open. I found out there's some slimy manufacturers out there whose advertising guys will cold chamber their stuff with the slides closed, because that's not the same. These guys, they test their stuff with the slides open at 0 degrees for 24 hours with the thermostat set on 70. And in that scenario, the underbelly of the open range 3X maintained 62 degrees in the underbelly. No manufacturer has ever exceeded that statistic right there. None that I've ever seen. I've never seen a manufacturer publish stronger, proven statistics. And I stress that because there's a lot of misinformation about R values out there. If you're looking for the heaviest rated thing out there, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. They have spent a lot of money on that. So where have they done that? Starts in the underbelly. The trick is you can't see the difference. The way that these manufacturers all pitch themselves, you can't see the difference. So they're all going to say, yes, our underbelly is enclosed and it's heated. Well, and some of them are insulated. This is double insulated. So you start with your underbelly skin, then you have a layer of residential batten insulation, and then you have a layer of radiant foil insulation. The holding tanks themselves are wrapped in insulation. Above the holding tanks is another layer of radiant foil and batten insulation before you even get to the floor. That's double industry standard. Now, above and beyond that, where they are pumping forced air heat into the underbelly, they actually have a cyclical heating system, which is not common. The heat that they pump into the underbelly doesn't just encapsulate into a section. It actually goes up and it heats the bathroom floor. That's very uncommon. I've got a lot more to talk about. I got to move. Larger water heater, pretty common in this class actually. But again, extra deep 42-inch slide out. You don't normally get that. Normal deep slides in the RV industry are 36 inches deep. This is an extra 6 inches deep. It is a difference you can see and feel inside. Speaking of extra insulation methods, you see that skirt, that cool looking angular skirting. It actually goes all the way down to the I-beam, so there's no insulation gaps. It's not just insulated between the chassis I-beams. It's protected from sidewall to sidewall, stem to stern in nautical terms. We've got standard dual pane windows on an open range 3X. You don't have to pay thousands of extra dollars on top of normal windows to upgrade to something that open range does commonly here. Front and rear nose caps, which allows them to do some fun things in the bunkhouse that we'll see when we get there. Removable rear ladder. So if you like, you want to keep the kids, you know, you got kids or neighbor kids or something that are kind of unruly, you can keep them from getting up on the roof and potentially falling and hurting themselves. This has double arched roof trusses, plywood roof and floor decking, all aluminum skeleton, which is something you don't typically run into. So this has a seriously walk-on roof. Those double arched roof trusses also help with insulation and structure, because arches structurally are more have more integrity than a linear line roof inside, but also since they're even width all the way across, there's no gap in the insulation. When something starts thick at the apex and then it gets thinner as it goes down because the top arch is down, you're going to lose insulation and get sweat lines. You don't have that here. All automatic leveling system, of course, and this is a full outside kitchen model. And I think this is one of the things that's made the 427 here so popular. A lot of brands used to build this floor plan and have phased it out, but they didn't include the outside kitchen like you're seeing here. They had big bunkhouses, they had big 5-slide bunk models, but they didn't include an outside kitchen on the bunk slide, or if they did, they sacrificed a bunk to do it. Open range, kind of like the Jayco North Point 375, neither of them lose that. The Montana 362 I mentioned, it does lose a bunk, but it's because there's an entertainment center in there. It's kind of a different floor plan. You want to throw an speaking of entertainment, you want to put a TV here, you can. And Open Range is very good about this. This is one of the things I love about them here at Haylets. They give you storage behind the TVs, and I like that they made it so it didn't flip all the way up and like smash a TV. These are those nicer formed countertops. I'm forgetting the name, but like almost like a hammered tin, aluminum or whatever. A real sink with a real drain that goes to a real tank instead of dribbling onto the ground. And this is neat. So most outside cooktops are low output. These are low output burners. That's normal. They include one big high output burner here, just like an interior stove. So like if you want to boil a pot of water with corn or whatever, you can do that stuff here. And you'll find that all your drawers are fully finished plywood box, full extension. They've got the plank aluminum steps here because they look sharp, they work great, they're sturdier than steel steps, they're also not slippery, and your entry doors are friction hinged so that they don't go flying open in the breeze that we're actually enjoying today. Beautiful day today. I tell you what, at the time of this filming, if you notice the posting date, this is mid-November, and just the weather's beautiful here. Half bath with direct access from both the rear, I guess you'd call it bunk area, but rear bunk, second living area, and direct access from the exterior, which is fantastic. Now, even your automatic leveling legs have those strong arm stabilizer jacks. 16-inch G-rated tires with a massive equal flex suspension system in there so that it soaks up those vertical shocks and jolts and whatnot. And little stuff like that, little stuff like the arch trusses, all these little facets. Oh, I cannot believe I forgot to talk about this sooner. 3-inch sidewalls. That's really the whole reason this is called the 3X. This has a 3-inch sidewall system. It has 50% more sidewall, I guess you'd say integrity, insulation, whatever, more construction in the sidewalls. That's a huge facet to these guys. It's a big part of what they do here. And all those things add up to give us the 3-year structural warranty that Highland Ridge offers. Let's step inside. We have a lot more to cover in there. Now, once again, pardon me for the speed at which I have to go here. There's a lot to cover. That's the catch-22 about open range RVs. They're one of my favorite brands to talk about because they have so many fun, unique facets, but at the same time, they have so many. It takes a lot of time to really do one justice. This is not just your, oh, spur of the moment, let's go buy an RV type thing. So I have to get moving quickly here. This big open U party lounge is something that we have found a lot of success with in our Highland brand. And I think it's because it's just different. Like I said, we have multiple different manufacturers who make floor plans very similar to this, and this is pretty unique to this one, so it helps this product have an identity. Now, this is like a multi-function, do-it-all party couch. Now, if you're looking for a traditional dinette and like sofa arrangement, well, that's what we have right here. But you see the other little mount point for a pedestal table right there within that extra deep 42-inch slide that I talked about. Well, you can put double dinettes in here and have a massive family dining experience. Or you can remove those and have a big open U lounge. The end seat ends here, these end benches, these are actually full extension drawers where you can easily store extra stuff, including the pedestal tables that we're looking at there. And the middle section is actually a hide-a-bed that has some storage below the seating area, so it just does everything. Now, I mentioned 42-inch deep slide, but I have not yet mentioned carpetless floor flush slide, which is an industry-exclusive feature. And this is one of my favorite aspects of this. This is a carpetless model until you hit the bedroom. People have often said that they prefer a little carpet in the bedroom flooring because they're not worried about dropping food there, and it makes their feet not cold if they have to get up at night. So we've got, like, I don't know, 6.5 or 7 foot tall slides or some big huge slide height on your main deck, and it gives you two things. One, because this is extra deep, you can literally walk into it. This is a true walk-in slide. It's an extension of the living room instead of just being something that you step into. The other thing is it allows you to maintain full overhead storage within the slide as well as big windows instead of only one or the other. Now, as we're looking up, remember this is a double vaulted roof. I talked about the trusses outside. What you don't see in here is the air conditioner. This has dual whisper quiet AC in both the bedroom and the main living area and rear bunkhouse. Well, that would be 3 areas, but it's 2 air conditioners that work together, tied into the same centralized system that they're 70 to 90% quieter, depending on who you talk to. Basically, it's drastically quieter. You can see the residential ceiling fan up here for some awesome airflow. You've got a wall controller right next to where I'm standing for this Max Air ceiling fan up here, and notice that it's located right above your kitchen cooking areas, so that if you do want some awesome airflow and some heat exhaust, you got all that. Let's look at entertainment. The TV is positioned in the perfect location here, so that no matter where you're sitting, whether it's anywhere within the slide or the 2 recliners that we haven't looked at yet where I'm standing, everyone gets a great shot at the TV. But remember what I said outside in that outdoor kitchen. Highland Ridge, open range, whatever you want to call them, they're excellent about including every little nook and cranny they can. They never let an ounce of space go to waste. That's a RV nerdism right there. This is people say sometimes in this floor plan, where's the pantry? You've got a good, easy access triple pantry where you don't need a 3-step still to access it. That is just smart. As we're going to go ahead and finish off the kitchen since this kind of flows right into the kitchen. We've got our big residential sized microwave here. If I get a little closer, bang, convection. Give you a nice little idea of that. What people forget about convection, or maybe don't know, because really I had done a poor job of really educating myself on convection ovens, and I do this for a living. You can actually bake in them. You want to bring some little Pillsbury or cookies or whatever, you can bake in those. And they follow the rule of 25. 25% less heat in the RV, 25% faster cooking, etc. The big, what is this, this looks like a 23 cubic foot electric fridge with the inverter to keep you running down the road, or if you choose to add a generator or whatnot. bigger 22-inch oven, and you can see that your stovetop is recessed to give you max prep space. There's also easy-to-miss appliance outlets back there, because that's a black outlet hidden in a little black shadow. Again, they never let a nook or cranny go to waste in a Highland Ridge RV. It's something that I really like, really respect about them. The entire island here, like you've got this dedicated wastebasket storage. You've got all kinds of... Let me get at a better angle so you can see the island. I'm at a really poor angle to be doing this because I'm just following the tail's wagging the dog. So we're going to start at the bottom of the island. So years past, people said, I don't like how the island's black, so they got rid of it. You already saw the storage. You can see all the drawers in this thing. You've also got this gigantic, like, lunch lady stainless sink. Look at this thing. Everybody remembers the lunch lady sink with the sprayer head at the when you're in school, right? Well, that's, I don't know why, that's what this reminds me of. Now, that's not the cool, sexy description that they probably want me to give, but that's what it reminds me of, and I don't know. I'm weird like that. Now, they went away from the solid surface sink covers because what they found is that they were not being stowed in transit. People didn't realize because either they didn't read their owner's manuals or a dealer wasn't educating them properly. Whatever the case was, they were going down the road doing that, and they were breaking. So Highland said, tell you what, we're going to make it a non-issue. We're going to give you these cool little cutting board fitted sink covers with the cool little veggie slicer over there and that nice little spray out faucet. Everything wins. And this is true Corian countertops, by the way. So we've killed the living room. Actually, we're making good time. Let's keep on rolling. We got some grooving going on here. I mentioned, remember I said outside, dual pane windows standard on all open range 3X models. We've got roller day and night shades, dual section shades standard in these. This is one of those things that you can't really appreciate until you see one in person, but touch one of these doors and you can feel that. It's got a heft. It's heavy duty like the rest of this construction. Now, the rear bunk area here, actually another facet I like about Highland Ridge RVs is that every room just has like a light switch. You know, whether it's the bedroom, the bathroom, the bunk room, whatever. Now, this rear, we're probably just going to call it a bunk room. That's the main purpose of this. Has just insane storage. You've got the dual dressers down here and that huge closet with the bonus long-term storage for like blankets or beach towels or something above. The dual windows in the back so the kids get, and actually in terms of lighting, this thing gets just a truckload of light. Now you see that part of it is because this floor plan has like a million, billion, zillion, that's with a Z, windows. All kinds of lighting here. You've got your fold-up overhead bunk with like a fold-down sleeper sofa below. Now what's neat is that folds down into a wider bed, so it's good for big kids, and you see the little bonus drawers below. So there are 4 big dresser drawers in here, and once you know it, there's 4 big bunks. If you feel like adding entertainment for the kids, they are perfectly suited to do so. So this is where on a rainy day, or we've actually had a number of customers who like their, say like an army mom and dad, an army family. Well, this can be like their classroom. We've had that done a few times. Now, if you notice, you see these little hanging legs here. That bunk folds down. So that's how they get away with having an outside kitchen and 4 individual sleeping spaces. But what's nice is if the bunk is folded up like we have here, they still include a ladder to get to that upper bunk. Now, they could have easily said, no, you fold the lower bunk down and you climb on that to get upstairs. But you don't have to do that here. That's what's so nice and so smart about these. And just to give you a nice quick look at the rear half bath back here. Obviously, I left the door open. By the way, that door deadbolts, so it's not like you're going to have privacy issues. You're not going to have to worry about, you know, the wind whipping that door open or anything silly. Extra little linen cabinet up there's a nice touch. Sliding pocket privacy door there as well. Moving on up. All right, little pitchy there. Talked about the ceiling, talked about the fan, recliners. We haven't talked about recliners yet. So this is where this floor plan is. This is another area where I think this floor plan has been successful, where so many other manufacturers just quit building it. Because they extended the RV here. They made it longer. But that's what allows them to include these dual, really comfy plush recliners. The guy who checks in our RV sat down on one and he goes, these are nice. And I think that says a lot, because I mean, we sit in all kinds of furniture, and it really stuck out to him. Well, most manufacturers who built this historically, all they did was give you this silly little bench. It was good for nothing. Here, the difference here is that traditionally bunkhouse fifth wheels, they have really poor living areas for mom and dad. This does not suffer from that deficiency. Mom and dad still have a king and queen's throne directly across from your big epic home theater entertainment system slash, you know, hidden Baptist medicine cabinet pantry, as my grandfather would call it. He was a Baptist, so it's okay. right when you walk in the door. Oh, that is new. That is tough. We've got a dedicated coat closet right when you walk in the door, and the hidden hinge cabinets obviously doing their job of keeping this thing from flinging open. It's very seamlessly hidden, but you've got this nice little dedicated command center down here where everything's easy to reach. Now, something I should have talked about outside, these awnings. Sometimes I see these snake oil sales dealers talk about automatic awnings, and what they mean is a power awning. It's not the same thing. This is an actual automatic awning. You push the button one time, tap, not hold, tap, and the awning will fully extend itself. The other thing with these awnings, if you review our photo tour, you will see that they are basically armless awnings, so that you don't have like any head clearance issues, and you have dual side awnings on the outside to give you maximum patio coverage. Now, this bathroom is awesome. And this is just an open range, all over the place bathroom. They've been doing this bathroom for years. I hope they never stop. It's not possible without the wider body nature of this coach. So we're going to start with this very generously sized, walk-in, seamless, self-reinforced fiberglass shower that you can jump up and down in. If you've seen my videos, you know I've done it before. It does not hurt the RV. All the leg room in the world. I don't care if you're a power forward for the Detroit Pistons. You've got leg room in here, or whatever basketball team you like. I don't care. Porcelain foot flush stool. And this right here is so smart. Where you have the second entry door to the master bedroom, you have 4 drawers and a dedicated in-bathroom linen cabinet. This handy little organizing shelf here with outlets, and a little countertop extension. So if you need extra room to set down a blow dryer or anything, I don't care, maybe you're folding laundry, you've got a nice little spot to do that. Now right here, we've got waterproof thermal foil countertops, which is how they're able to still do an under-mounted stainless sink. I'm glad they got away from that goofy bowl. I never understood that bowl thing. Maybe, I mean, it looks neat, but I don't know. I never liked it. I just never liked it. I'll just leave it at that. Again, heavy-duty doors here. Bedroom. We are just about done, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for hanging out with me. So, you'll notice... Now, remember, the way that we have this one built may not be the exact one in stock. Like, we've got the dual centralized whisper quiet air conditioners here. We've got a king bed here. There's, like, the Dyson handheld. Maybe some of this stuff is not standard. Options change. Sometimes things become standard. Sometimes they become optional. And I have a difficult time keeping up with all of it. So it's easy for me to talk about what I see, but it's very difficult for me to know exactly what we have in stock when I record these videos, because this might not be the one that we have. So remember, always visit our video or our website. Now, this is a full walk-in height bedroom. Even if I stand all the way here next to the wall, even on my toes, I still don't hit the ceiling. So even between the arch and the extra tall nature of this RV, you've got awesome headroom clearance in here. The way they've accomplished their front closet in this wide body monster is fantastic. So first of all, the main primary closet, at the foot of it, they've included a pair of bonus dresser drawers. Now, they are a little awkward because they do come right out to the bed, but the point is they're there. It's extra storage. You're not going to put day-to-day stuff in there. You're going to put, like I said, extra blankets or whatever. But what it creates is an extra shelf that's easier to reach within the closet. And there's that Dyson handheld. I love that. I never understood why a lot of people aren't more excited about that as compared to a centralized vacuum system. They're strong, they're light, they're ultra portable, and in a big thing like this, those are fantastic features. And, of course, stackable washer-dryer prep. Before you go excited about a washer dryer, I really recommend you do some research on those. Will we install one for you? Yes. Are we fans of them? No, because they're very expensive and they don't generally work very well. So do some research before you go spending upwards of $2,000–3,000 on something like that. You know, nothing like spending a bunch of money on something that doesn't work well and increases winterization costs. Now notice the TV is angled down toward the headboard, so it's easy to view. You're not going to get neck strain at night. And this has got a huge dresser below it. The other thing this has is little motion sensors, so that if you wake up at night and you need to get to the bathroom, well, you don't have to flip on lights and disturb your partner. So it's just smarter features like that. And that's what I like about these guys. They're different. They're left of center. They're smart. You know, maybe you don't need something built quite to this extreme. Maybe you want something built to this extreme, though. That's what's fun about these guys. And that's what's nice about here at Highland RV. We have, like I said, we have 2 or 3 versions of this specific floor plan from different manufacturers, let alone other bunk models or non-bunk models. We have a huge variety of things here at our store, typically between 400 to 500 RVs in stock at any given time. So if, whether it's selection, hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, or everything in between, we only do everything at Highland RV, including RV delivery, so it doesn't matter where you live. If you find this video useful, all I ask is for the fair, earned opportunity to speak with you and earn your business here at my family's dealership. That's all we ask, guys. If we don't put a deal together when you call, that's our fault. But if you don't call, well, then how do you know you're getting the right deal? You know, that's just the simplest way. You have literally nothing to lose except a lot of money by not calling. So don't take that chance. Extra outlets there on the island I missed. That's the trick about being taller. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy luxury glamping, everyone.